It's a program we've had probably for about 20 years, and I would say in the last 5 years we've tried to freshen it up a little bit. We have found bringing in a sales trainee and letting them experience our culture, they're a much better fit for the company and are much more prepared before they go out to the field.
We immerse them in everything from inside sales to customer service to production, and then mix in outside sales training as well, to give them an all-encompassing experience here. And then we send them into the field upon the completion of that program.
We're looking for somebody that typically has 2+ years of outside sales experience to go right into one of our positions. That's difficult to find at times. So we have found a sales trainee program. We can bring younger folks in just out of college, maybe still looking for what they want to do in life.
The first portion is generally spent in production, so learning on the production floor what we do, how we do it, why we do it, building relationships with leadership in production. Not really doing the work, but observing the work and understanding the why behind all of our processes and procedures and what makes us different and what makes us better than the competition. The next portion is generally spent in inside sales. So you fully train to be an inside sales rep, and you get to the point where you're eventually taking calls on your own as an inside sales agent. The last portion typically is customer service. So you are listening to calls from customers who need help, customers who are frustrated. You learn how to deal with warranty accounts and things that are not going well.
The best thing about the outside sales training program is it shows the support system that Jasper has in place for you guys, or for us, to kind of help us grow, not only as salesmen, not only within the company, but as people in general. Everybody here is level-headed. Everybody here has open ears, and they'll listen to you. They'll listen to your problems. And again, they really just want to see you improve as people overall, rather than just a salesman.
You go from a brand new rep in the field, but you kind of feel like you have the knowledge of our company of a 5-year rep. When issues arise, you know the process for going through a warranty situation. You know the process for going through issues with accounting, or you need something with marketing, or if a customer asks you a question about, hey, why do you do XYZ with a product? Oh, well, let me reach out to, someone I met on the plant floor during the sales intern.
When I got into the field, I had a lot more knowledge than your average rep coming out. I knew who to call, or a lot more product line going through inside sales and customer service. So I think that was the biggest advantage of going through the training program, is you don't have that 6-month to year delay on really getting your footing. It is week 1, day 1, you're ready to roll.
So when you're part of this program, housing is provided for those who are not from the area. So we have multiple properties. So you have no cost other than what you spend on gas and food, and what you do to keep yourself entertained. So there's no rent, there's no utilities, and you're located very close to our facility. Another perk is when you leave this program, you're getting a competitive salary. It's a base salary plus quarterly bonuses. You're going to become full commission at some point down the road, and you get a company car. So you really hit the ground running as a full sales rep. That puts you ahead of, I would say, a lot of people, puts you ahead of your peers in a lot of circumstances. And you've bought into us, so we're going to buy back into you and equip you as best as possible when you're done with the program.
The business side of it, they're learning all aspects of our business. And what you probably heard some of the sales trainees mention, one of the top things, when they go into the field and they get hit with an objection or a comment, they know who to go to out here. They know that, well, that's not how we're actually building that, or that's not actually how we handle a customer service call. And they can handle that directly with the customer, or have direct access to somebody out here, versus a new rep still trying to get used to that company that they're working for and figuring out our expectations.
Well, it's awesome. For one, you don't have to pay for living situations. 2, there's plenty of things to do around here, especially being out of town, that you wouldn't normally get to do from where I'm from. But the living situation was great. The people around here are so nice, and I made a lot of friends. I'm happy to call them my friends.
The culture, the people, the area, the behaviors, from anything from church to their farms. I went to a lot of people in the factory, went to their homes for dinner, met their family, their children, rode horses with them. Just wonderful people and a wonderful culture.
It was really nice being right across the street, just being able to walk right to work and then walk right back. I thought that was pretty smooth. all the things that are supplied at the houses, and the houses themselves are like super nice and super clean. So I just really appreciated all that, especially all of that coming at no cost. I appreciate it.
Well, we have customers come out here on tour. They're blown away at our culture, our structure, and we get a lot of referrals from shop owners, their son, their daughter. That young son that's been coming up in the business, maybe the father doesn't see the opportunity for that son taking over the business. He's going to be in it for 20 more years. So we've had several shop owners' sons come through here and doing very well in the field.
It works because you build relationships and you are immersed in the culture of Jasper Engines. We invest in these young people and they invest right back in us, and it fully prepares you. The people in this program have been here for 6 months, 9 months, 12 months. They've lived on site, they've met people, and they've built those connections so that when they go out into the field, they either have answers or they know people who can find the answers for them.